ANZAC Day, the most important time of the year for all Australians young and old. A day where we all come together and honour those who gave their lives to make this country what it is today. One of the many traditions that comes in honouring this significant day is the annual and much anticipated ANZAC Day match between Essendon and Collingwood at the MCG. A matchup that both sides take full credit for creating and turning into a permanent fixture on the AFL calendar. Even though the AFL had tried this approach with several other clubs before deciding to just settle for these two simply because Kevin Sheedy said so. Although the supporters will be lamenting the lack of day off due to this public holiday being on a Saturday, unless you're from New South Wales, they will still look to jam their way into the G to witness a supposedly new chapter into this heated rivalry. Even though recent history states that these two sides have been on two different trajectories, with Collingwood being finals contenders, while Essendon are still nowhere near breaking their finals drought. Despite these differences, both sides will look to give it their all in the name of the ANZAC spirit. The odds are in and Collingwood are favourites, but that's only because they are playing a side that's second last on the ladder. If the odds were based on form, they would be much closer, as Collingwood vets continue to show their mileage after coming off yet another stressful game that will look to age their supporters by 10 more years, while the Bombers have improved mightily since round 4. Although there are questions about whether or not they can maintain any form of consistency, as the last few years under Brad Scott doesn't exactly paint a good picture. The Bombers will go into this match with a new captain, as Zach Merritt was relieved of his captaincy after trying to leave for Hawthorn last off-season, with new skipper Andrew McGrath still yet to prove whether or not he is best suited for the role. Meanwhile, an interim captain, Braden Maynard, to go back to do what he does best, which is targeting and attempting to end another player's career like he did with Angus Brayshaw's. However, doesn't have to worry much about whatever media scrutiny he'll get, as Nick Dacos is still riding high from the sheer glazing and dick riding that occurred from playing his 100th game, and will anticipate even more glazing from commentators and Magpie supporters every time he touches the footy. He is the favourite for the ANZAC Day medal for a reason. The Bombers are looking to ride the momentum of their improved and promising young forward line, while the Magpies' backline looks set to prove that they're still as tough and silky as ever. Unfortunately, the same can't be said for the opposite end of each club, as Essendon's injured and inconsistent backline continuously gives up goals like it's nothing, while Collingwood's forward line can be best described as impotent for 3 quarters before the medicine finally kicks in and starts bursting through for a barrage of goals in the 4th. Regardless, both sides will look to continue the legacy of this great event and will look to honour those past and present through tough and hard-nosed footy like many previous encounters. The only thing in each other's way is not only just themselves, but also the enemy on the other side of the trenches. The umpires. The ones who will look to take control of the game, like Zach Foote trying to take control of Zach Butters' freedom of speech. Whether it be through score reviews, missed calls, the new last disposal rule, or blindly paying frees to Nick Dacos, both sides will have to fight to the discrepancies before the supporters start getting all rolled up and start booing their team, the umpires, and whoever wins the ANZAC Day medal. But the real fights begin after the game, whether on the streets or on trains, as both barrackers will drunkenly battle each other in honour of the Anzacs, exactly how they envisioned it over a century ago. So tune in at a rare free-to-air match on Saturday Arvo and experience the classic and iconic matchup that will stand the test of time and everyone's patience for how truly one-sided these matches truly are. Essendon versus Collingwood. It's the ANZAC Day match on 7.